Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. I am Lady M and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Today we're going to be talking about the 28 lessons I have learned in my 28 years being on earth. As you may or may not have known, I recently turned 29. I'm at loss for words, really. I really don't know how I got here. I'm literally just a baby. I'm just a girl. So I'm actually having a whole anxiety already for next year because next year I'll be 30, flirty, and thriving. So we're gonna be talking about 28 lessons I have learned, and I have learned a lot. And I think one of the beautiful things about life is that you have to be a student of life. You have to keep learning, you have to keep growing, you have to keep evolving, becoming your very best self. There is no joy in being stagnant. There's no joy in just being regular you. So I'm going to be talking about the 28 lessons, and I hope that you if you have any lessons that you have learned, share them in the comments as well. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. But I know I can ramble, so I had to write them down in my little cute notebook right here. I know I can ramble, so we're not going to do that today. But one of the things I've noticed though about aging is that the moment you become 25, Jamaica is so hot. Oh my gosh. Okay, my napkin actually matches my pajamas. I don't know if you can see. Yay. But yes, one of the things though is the moment you turn 25, your frontal lobe actually really develops for you. I don't know, out of nowhere you start thinking differently, you start acting differently. You know, it's like you're more aware of stuff. It's like when you become a teenager, there's certain things that you used to do when you were a child you're no longer into, you're no longer interested in. It's like that. You just become more mature, more aware of who you are and your surrounding and everything. So when people say that, they're actually not joking. Now that I've returned from my trip. This weekend is like the only weekend I've gotten, because I return on Monday. This weekend is the only weekend I've had to just stay to myself, like center myself, because I really did a whole lot. And it was just a beautiful celebration. I should actually upload that vlog as well. But yeah, it was a really beautiful celebration of my 29th birthday. We went to RH and all. It was just wonderful. And then I did 2 destinations. I did Chicago and I also did New York. So that was absolutely wonderful. I will upload all of that, hopefully. But yes, the moment you become 25, it also goes downhill. Yeah, it's like you're on a train and the train is just going non-stop and it's just going down. That's what aging feels like. It's you cannot hop off that train. It's just going, and the only time you actually stop is when you die. So that's how it feels, not to be dramatic, but the moment you turn 25, it just whoosh. I'm 29 and next year I'll be 30. That's crazy. It was like literally yesterday I was 25. It's so weird to me, like it's moved so fast since COVID actually, because I turned 25 during COVID. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into these lessons. My first lesson is learn who you are, know your worth, and aim to be your better self. Yes, tap into your healthy you. Tap into eat better, learn more, carry yourself well. Just get to know yourself. That's one of the things that I learned, is that you need to know who you are and carry yourself according to who you think you are. You know, always aim to be your very best self. You will thank you in the long run. Money, number 2. Money is important. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You need money. You need money. 3, do not stay in a job just because you like it. Think about the money. Yes, I stayed in a job that was not paying me well, but at the time it actually didn't matter to me because I loved my job so much. It was so fun and I wasn't paying bills, so it really didn't matter to me at the time. But eventually it will. Eventually you will start paying bills. Eventually you're gonna have to start growing up, and money, it provides so much security. Money provides so much safety. It gives you this whole safety net, and it also helps you. You want to do something even fun, you can't do it because you don't have any money. You know, it makes life easier. It makes it more less pressuring when you have money. Let's say that you're sick, you can't even go to the doctor because you don't have any money. I feel like when you don't have any money, it causes more problems, because money is really supposed to be there to help you to solve other problems, and you not having money prolongs certain issues and make them get worse. So that would be my number 2 tip, is money is important. Get money. Learn ways to get money. Find ways to get money the right way, and don't stay in a job because you love the job and you know there's no development, there's no financial growth, nothing. You're just there. No. Number 4, invest. Invest, invest, invest. Save, save, save. Invest, invest, invest. Save, 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 save. We're going right back to it. Money is important. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? You need money, especially in this economy, and I know that you're seeing that right now. At your young age, if you're 25, I'm 29 now. Listen to me. Save your money. Invest. Don't think it will never be you. Don't think that because now you have this whole safety net that you don't have to spend, you don't have to save, so you spend frivolously. Don't just spend because you can spend. Save your money. There will come a time in your life that you will be on your own, and sometimes it will be something that you least expect, and you have to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, and nobody is coming to save you. Now you gotta save yourself, and it doesn't matter if someone is there with you at that time helping you through the process. At the end of the day, the onus is really on you, because people can help you so much and no more. Number 5, my number 5 tip is lesson that I've learned. It is better to start sooner than later. Yeah, it's better to start sooner than later. That way you already had so much experience by starting sooner and not knowing what you were doing, that when later comes, you're already seasoned in this game. You already can do this. You're not still making certain mistakes. And I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. You can, it explains itself. You understand that. And that's what my 5th tip. So my 6th tip I want to say is you get what you bargain for. You get what you bargain for. You get what you ask for as well. Do not just sit there and don't negotiate for things in life. Don't just sit there and not bargain for things. Don't just let things just happen to you. Don't let life just happen to you. Always have a vision. Always think long term. In my early years, in my 20s, I was not thinking long term. You have to think long term. You're not going to be young forever. Yeah, you're not going to be young. I know we said 21 forever. No, you're not going to be. See? Forever 21 is now out of business. People, listen. You need to start planning your life. It will not go according to plan all the time. but it helps you to be in control. It helps you to stay on track and be focused. So my next tip, my next lesson, I keep saying tip, my next lesson would be my 7th lesson, and it's having real, genuine friends. Hold on. Having, this one is something that I have seen in other people's life, especially my godmother, my late godmother, rest her soul. I've seen that in her life. She had many real friends. I'm talking about 3 real friends. I'm not talking about 5 real friends. She had many, like friends that she could call on, and they were all genuine, and they've been friends for over 50 years, that kind of friendship. So having in my own life now, personal life, it's also a lesson that I have learned, and I didn't learn the lesson the bad way, the hard way. I learned it the easy way, the good way, which is when you're so thankful for having these kind of friends in your life. And I'll say this, my 7th lesson is having several real, genuine, true, good friends makes life worth living, makes life worthwhile, makes life fun, makes life fulfilling. Not 2 good friends, yes, if you have 2 good friends, you are lucky. If you have 3 good friends, you are lucky. But if you have all 10, oh my gosh, you know, it makes life so joyous, and people don't even realize that you actually really do need friends. And a lot of people actually know this later in life. You cannot go through life on your own. You actually need people. That's the whole point of life, is needing people, having people in your life. And yeah, it just really makes life better when you have several good true friends. Also, a lesson that I've learned is, if you have friends that can become friends with your other friends, it also makes life fun. But I've also learned as well that it doesn't really go well for everybody, because there are some friends who make their other friends become friends, and instead of it becoming a beautiful bond, it becomes toxic. So no, but I do know of friends, in my experience and in the people who I've been around, all their friends are friends, and it makes life beautiful. Yeah. 8th lesson is invest in experiences. Invest in experiences so that when the day comes for you to die, you die with memories and not dreams. You want to die with memories. You want to die knowing that you did all you can. You don't want to know that the time has come for you to depart this earth and you're departing it unfulfilled. You're like, wow, there's so much I could have done with my time, with my life. I wish I could get that back, you know? I also don't want you to just think about your death, but I want you to think about your present moment, future moment. What is it that you'd like to do with your time, and what will make you feel fulfilled? Invest in experiences. Somewhere around 2018, someone told me that I should invest in experiences, and it changed my life. Where are we? Number 8. So my 8th or 9th tip or lesson that I've learned in my 28 years, tip would be save yourself for someone special. I know the moment you become 20, you become an adult, you become whatever age, you think, oh yeah, I can just do this. No. Unless you are in your high school sweetheart and you know you had a plan or what have you. Seeing with people is having lots of body counts. I mean, when you become a certain age, I know you look over your life and be like, wow, you did not deserve to be with me. You know, have you ever been in a relationship with someone and then after you're so disgusted, you're like, what did I even see in you? So yeah, you don't want to get to that point in your life where you're like, wow, what was I thinking? So start, you know, if you can go on a celibacy journey like I am. This is my 4th year of celibacy, by the way. Try to keep yourself pure for you and for your future husband, and try to keep, hello my prince. Hi, my prince brought me mangoes. Yummy, 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 yummy. I'm a happy girl. My neighbor just brought me mangoes. I call him my prince. Oh, I'm so happy. So I'm actually in my living room, so when he came through I could actually see him. I'm so happy. And actually on Friday, my gardener, because he cut the lawn and stuff, he brought me some mangoes, but the mangoes that he brought me are the common ones and I don't like those. These are my favorite, Julie mangoes and East Indian mangoes. Anyway, I'm gonna have these. I'm gonna devour them. I believe I'm more valuable than just having sex and then we break up. And then what? We're left with soul ties. You know what it was like to be with me under that sense, but we never even had the decency of going before God. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Make yourself pure for you and for God. You will not regret that. Have a relationship with God. This should have been number 1. This should have been number 1. God forgive me. But have a relationship with God. You will also not regret that. 7th lesson is to speak up. Speak up. Closed mouths don't get fed. Speak up. Speak up in terms of opportunities. Speak up when you're not being treated fairly. Speak up when you want something and you refuse to ask and no, you don't get it, and you think people can read minds. People can't read your minds. Speak up. Verbalize and vocalize what it is that you want out of this life, because our God is an abundant God and you can have it. You can have it all, but not all at once. And the reason for that is so that your character can build, you can grow in strength, your character can develop, can grow, you can grow as a person, you can learn during the process, because if it just happens like that, you don't get to learn and you don't get to really share a testimony. And one of the great things about humans is that we get to learn through our sufferings, and that's why we're able to develop great nations. That's why we're able to have schools and so on and so forth, because we learn and then we pass them down to generations to generations to generations. And some of these are in the forms of written context, some of these are just verbal, but we learn so that the next person can be better. That's the whole point of this, is so that, which is why I never get why people want someone else to suffer because you suffer. Like, oh, I had to go through that in life, so you're gonna have to go through. Why would you want someone else to go through the same pain that you went through? I never get that. That's just crazy to me. That's just wild. Be intentional with your time, your money, and your relationships. One of the things I prayed about last year is that I would be intentional with my relationships in terms of my friends. That's one of the things I also prayed for this year. And mind you, everything went south, but that's also okay. Through the year, as January started through that month, I was just praying over my relationships, and I've seen one where it really blossomed, and I really love that. That's my girl for real. And I can't even thank her enough for taking such a stand. You know, I knew that God was also in that, so I love her for that. She knows herself. That's my girl. Yeah, so that's one of the things I prayed for, and I also wanted to be intentional with my time. So there are people right now in the cemetery who wish they could get back that time. You know, there are people in hospitals right now wish. I'm not even laughing. This is so serious. Your time is so serious. Be intentional with your time. Be intentional with your money. We're coming right back to money again. Save your money. Save your coins. I don't even have to tell you any more about that. Drink your water. Oh my gosh, and lower your sugar intake. So those are about what, 11 and 12 lessons right there. 13th lesson would be your health is your greatest wealth. We know this. I don't even have to expound on this. We know this. Your health is your greatest wealth. My number what, 14th lesson is having people in your life is your greatest resources and not material things. When my godmother died, I finally realized how poor I was in this life. The reason why I felt poor was because I realized that my greatest resources and wealth in this life, apart from my health, was really people. It was really people, having good people in your life who really truly love you. And when I lost her, I realized how poor I was without them, because they had enriched my life so much. I felt like poverty had wreaked havoc on my life, but not having that love and those people who mean so much to you in your life, not having them in your life anymore, made me feel so poor. Not having someone telling you they love you every day, not having hugs and kisses like you're used to, not having your meals being prepared for you every single day, coming home to hugs and kisses. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? I'm not used to this. And it was just wild to me. But actually living in a world like this who do not know what it is to be loved, and I'm so sorry. I'm sending you all the loves if you don't know what it is like to really truly be loved, and not having a cheerleader and a strong support system like I had it, and then I lost it all. And I was like, wow, my greatest resource in life was really people. They were my pot of gold, man. But one thing I can say to you though is that the Lord always does not leave a vacuum in your life. He does not leave this hole in your life empty. He's either gonna fill it up with opportunities or more people, and that's just that. My 15th lesson would be time really heals. Yeah, time heals most wounds, but there will be wounds in your life that, especially where someone dies, it will never truly be a closed wound. It may be healed for a bit because you get through the process a little bit easier, but there will always be time where you're like, damn, I'm really not gonna see you again forever. My favorite person ever again, and that sucks. My mom, my life, my whole person, she's gone. Ah! Oof. That's just wild. Wow. My 16th lesson is suicide is not the answer, and I just want to come close for this. Suicide is never the option. Suicide is never the solution. It's never an option, and it's never a solution. Take it from me. Love yourself through it. Love yourself through the whole thing. I know it's painful. I know it's hard. But love yourself enough to give yourself a fighting chance. Love your people who are around you enough to give them a chance of being there for you. Don't close people out. Give people the option to be there for you. I know it is hard. Healing is one of the, I say this to people, you know, that the surgery is not the hard part. It's the healing that is the hard part. So the healing of your whatever it is that you're going through is actually the hard part, because it requires you to every single day show up for you, and I know that is hard. I know it is hard, but if I can do it, you can do it too. Give yourself a fighting chance. That's never the answer. You want someone to talk to? I'm good at listening to people, and I'm good at being there for people. My friends can actually tell you that, so reach out to me. Your girl will listen. Yeah. Okay, my what? 17th lesson? Do not chase people. Oh my gosh. People, listen to me. Let this be a lesson in your life and something that you live by. Never you chase anybody for any reason at all. The embarrassment and the lack of self-respect is worse. Don't chase anybody. You know what I mean by chasing people? Saying I'm sorry is not chasing people. Owning your mistakes, owning the part that you have played in the downfall of a relationship or whatever, owning that, taking accountability is not chasing. Chasing is you running after people, not literally, but you also sometimes literally, because people really be doing that. But you running after people, that's just wild to me. Begging them to see who you are, seeing your worth, begging them to love you, begging them to choose you. Oh my gosh, the embarrassment. Oh, I could puke. Don't. You ever see God chase nobody? You ever see Jesus running after nobody? And look who Jesus is and was during those days. You didn't ever see that in the Bible? Listen, do not chase anybody. Let people go. Always let people do whatever it is that they want to do. Let them practice the Mel Robbins let them theory. Let people do whatever they want to do, and you just take yourself away from the whole equation. Okay? People know what they're doing. Do not run after people. Oh God, the embarrassment. Wow. Number 18, are we on 18? Say what you mean and mean what you say. Learn to stand on business. You see why your real true self-respect comes from when you can do the things that you say you're going to do. If you're going to work out today, it actually builds confidence when you actually do what you say you're going to do. So 19 now would be learn to be there for people. 19. Be there for people. I know we have this culture now to cut bridges, to burn bridges. You learn to choose your battles wisely as well, and know when to walk away from something or someone. But you don't necessarily need to burn bridges. Like I said, we need people. Okay, we need people. And for me to really be done with you, you really did me wrong. You really hurt me, because I'm a very forgiving person. Don't let that, don't walk around in life not forgiving people. Forgive people and move on. Try to be there for people. It will come back to you. If someone is in desperate need and you can give it to them, give them. It will actually benefit you for doing that in the long run. Don't do it because you want something. Don't do it because you want something. Do it because someone asked you. And one of the things I also learned, some number 20 or 21, is don't let people ask you for help. When you see people in need, just help them. You know, it takes a lot for someone to really let go of their pride and ask you to help them. So don't let people have to belittle themselves sometimes just to come to ask for help. It's actually really a painful thing. So be there for people, family members, people who need help. And if you cannot do it, you have someone else do it for them on your behalf or what have you. Reach out to someone else to help somebody. I can't even tell the amount of GoFundMe I have done privately that nobody actually knows that I've done for people, even when I never had it and it came back to me. Another thing, maybe number 21 lesson, is to give your thighs to God. One of the things I've noticed is that when you give your first anything to God, God blesses it. Like something happens, like let's say your plant, your tomatoes have blossomed and now bore fruits, and you give your first tomatoes to your neighbors. What I noticed, because this has happened to me before, is that you gave up a sacrifice, because you don't know if your tomato tree is going to give you any more tomatoes, and you give this tomato to your neighbors, you have more fruit because God rewards that sacrifice. So your first paycheck, try to give it to God. I realize that thighs giving God your thighs, it really helps you in life, and it may not happen just right away, but it really does happen. My battery is about to die, so we're now at 21 lessons. Wow, it's a lot I have learned and continue to learn. And share some of your lessons below. My camera is dying, the battery is dying, so I'm gonna give you lots of hugs and kisses. Mwah, and thank you for being here, and hopefully I can upload my birthday vlog. Wow, that's a lot. Mwah. Bye, beautiful souls. Bye, friends, and thank you for being here with me today. I'm gonna enjoy my mangoes now. Woohoo! Mango season! You want me to be happy? Take me on a mango date. Let's go on a picnic under a mango tree and have all things mangoes. Ah! I'm so excited!